Fuck off, Tarke of the past. Tarke of the future is here. It is Delve League. Delve into the league with Tarke. Tarke will read for the people who can't when the Path of Exile website loads. Oh, it's blue. That's Incursion. New league, boys.
The Vaal Temple of Atzoatl. Wealth, decadence, cruelty, death. Lost for over 1,000 years.
It's almost as if we're going back in time.
But there is a way to find Atzoatl. I will thrust you into the past.
We're going back in time to the Incursion launch. New league. PogChamp.
But beware. Changing the past will transform the temple's future. Defeat the architects. Open new paths. Steer the temple's construction. Once we locate the ruins of Atzoatl, everything within is ours for the taking. Are you ready? Let's make history.
Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I like it. I like what they've done there. That was very good.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Hi, Chris.
In Incursion, Alva Valai will transport you into the past to find the lost Vaal treasure temple of Atzoatl. By spilling more Vaal blood, your time in the past can be extended. When the incursion ends, the items you earned will shower at your feet. Changes made in the past will affect the temple ruins in the present day. Unlocking doors in the past will allow you to access those rooms later. Killing Vaal architects will let you swap or upgrade rooms in the temple.
Okay.
You should remove rooms with disadvantages and upgrade rooms which can contain valuable rewards. You only get 11 chances to upgrade the temple before you visit it in the present, so make sure you do as much as you can to maximize your profits.
Ooh, good loot.
Once you've looted the ruins of Atzoatl, you may return to the past to reset the course of history.
We're going back in time again, boys. Okay, we'll read the actual thing now. Okay, Delve League. Let's try this one again, shall we? Incursion again, dude. Should we watch it again? Okay, let's read. I won't make you watch it again. Let's go. Could someone link the actual trailer in chat there? In Path of Exile. Oh, someone's linked it. Okay, cool.
Afraid of the dark, Exile? You should be. The darkness in this mine is alive. It's hateful. It's hungry. No light could lift this dark veil. Until now.
music is good. Oh shit, new bow skill.
Vile monsters are the least of your concerns, but the darkness itself hunts us. What is it hiding? It's calling to us. Take what the Empire could not. Use it to conquer the Black Depths.
I'm sorry, it's actually called fucking Azerite. It's actually called fucking Azerite. You trolling me, GGG. It's fucking called Azerite. What the fuck?
Too far, or else lights out.
In Path of Exile Delve, you will explore the Azerite Mine, a pitch-black, infinitely deep dungeon. To pierce the darkness, you will need to find voltaxic sulfite on the surface. The sulfite powers a machine called the Crawler that generates light. The darkness of the mine will quickly kill you if you leave the light, so keep up with the Crawler. The mine is full of Azerite, a valuable resource that you can use to upgrade your equipment. Use flares to stay alive while exploring the dark. Throw dynamite to blow open walls and find hidden paths. There are a lot of valuable rewards in the darkness to tempt you, but be careful, the darkness itself is deadly. Lost civilizations deep underground created socketable currency items. Socket fossils into the currency for powerful crafting results. The Azerite mine gets harder and harder the deeper you go. Test the limits of your character in Path of Exile Delve.
I'm just saying, right before this was announced, I said it would be shadow themed, and Chris actually wanted to do a shadow themed league in Psalm. So kinda right. I think it's really cool. I really like the idea of it. I really like the idea of it. I'm curious how portals and stuff will work. Because otherwise softcore guys could potentially just like chain suicide bomb it. So I'm guessing it's like a one-time use thing. If it's just a one-time use thing, then that's perfect, because then it keeps it difficult for softcore. But no, it sounds really cool, and it's literally infinitely scaling content. Hopefully, well, it sounds like it is, which is what a lot of people have been asking for. So yeah, I don't know. I think I might really fuck with this. It sounds great from an SSF point of view. Which is the best game mode, by the way. New unique item skill gems, button changes. And they said they want to rework a bunch of skills. Please rework course to carry. Left untouched for over 250 years, the Azerite. And the reason why Azerite is so funny is there's a new WoW expansion launching in like 4 or 5 days. And the main part of the expansion is collecting Azerite, spelled with an E. But anyway. Has been consumed by malevolent darkness that casts out the eternal empire. Oh, it's even a lore thing. It even makes sense from a lore point of view. Okay. Nico, an inventor, has harnessed the power of voltaxic sulfite to create a machine called the Crawler that can pierce the darkness. Dumb time, but don't leave the Crawler's light for long. You'll be crushed by the dark. Yeah, it seems really cool. I love the aesthetic. I love the armor on this dude as well. It could maybe be tedious if you have to go super slow and there's not enough mob stuff. What's this, like light source or fuel or something for the Crawler? But I fucking love the idea of this. The Azurite mine is full of treasures for those brave enough to risk the darkness for short periods of time. Use flares to venture further away from the Crawler's path, and dynamite destroy unstable walls which conceal even greater rewards. That's what we saw in the video. And they're doing a really good job of branching PU out into other game modes. This is basically like a, you know, roguelike almost. This is very much a roguelike PoE experience from what it seems like. New skill on the bars that my body is blocking, by the way. I can't move that. But yeah, no, that looks really cool. Azurite upgrades. Any Azurite you find in the mine can be traded to Nico at his base camp. In return, he offers to upgrade the Crawler and can sell you flares, diamond craft tools to aid during exploration. The Crawler will probably slow speed running down. What would be really cool if the Crawler matched your movement speed by like a 20% margin or something. So if you had a 300% movement speed character, it would be a bit quicker. But yeah, this is a new skill here. Something different. This is the upgrade thing we saw in the video. Ooh, that looks a bit low res. I like the aesthetic of this stuff. The aesthetic looks really cool. They added if you run ahead, the Crawler speeds up. All right, perfect. Deep civilizations. Deep in the Azurite mine, you'll discover many different biomes. As you delve even deeper, you may encounter lost cities from Baeclast dark history. Each environment has its own monsters, bosses, encounters, and rewards. Ooh. That's new. Or is that a mortal call? Is that a mortal call or is that a new skill? Wait, is that fucking Dom Blow? Is that a reworked Dom Blow? It is. It's reworked Dom Blow. Whole shit, boys. They're doing it. And then there's this new fancy ability. Well, no, this isn't the new fancy ability, but we saw the new, like, basically Rain of Arrows. And what's this? And this is some weird, like, ice dude. That's pretty cool. Sockable currency items. The ancient ability to create special crafting items that can be soft and foster and modify their behavior. More physical mods, no chaos mods. Oh, that's sick. So we can target specific mods on things. Reforge is a rare item with new random mods. More minion and aura mods. Has a Val mod. More lightning. Yes, I really like that. This is insane for SSF. Vol still on kill. That minus res. Ooh. Yeah, dude, SSF for life, man. And this is the... Dude, this is fucking... The Azurite Mine is Path of Exile's first infinite dungeon. So yeah, they keep saying it infinite. The deeper you delve, the harder the game gets. In Delve, you'll find encounters that are much harder than endgame maps. Your progress is only limited by the power of your character build. The depth ladder tracks who is Delve the deepest in the mine. Oh, it's even got leaderboards? Oh my god. This might be the softcore SS. Oh! This might be in the wrong place because this is the Manticore armor set. I think this might be the wrong image, but that's a net. I think this is the wrong image because they made that mistake earlier. But if it isn't, that's bestiary again. It's the wrong images. I want bestiary so bad. But if bestiary is back, I'm happy. I'm really happy if it's back. I want it to be back. I want it to be back, but I think it's wrong. What abilities do we have here? Path of Exile Delve includes 10 powerful new or completely reworked skills centered around 2 character archetypes, the Guardian and the Pathfinder. Ooh. Plays a holy warrior who strikes on foes with lightning damage while benefiting teammates and minions, or as a chaotic archer uses nature and poison based skills. Wait, they're reworking Guardian to be lightning themed? Smite. Perform a melee attack and cause lightning to strike a target, location, or nearby enemy, dealing damage in an area. If the melee attack hits its target, that enemy can also be hit by the area, okay? If the skull hits an enemy, you gain an aura buff, grants you and your allies additional lightning damage. Oh, that's sick. So this is something that supports can use. This is also something that summoners could use as well. Requires sword, axe, mace, staff, or unarmed. Ooh, face breakers, boys. Toxic rain. Fire a number of arrows into the air that rain down around the targeted area, dealing damage to enemies they hit, increasing spore pods. I wanted spores. Each spore pod deals chaos damage every time it's nearby enemies and lessens their movement speed. After short duration, the pods burst, dealing area damage. Really cool. I wonder if less duration works on this. Like, if you do like less duration, scaling like earthquake to get the pores to explode faster. I wonder if there's a cap on the amount of pods as well. And it's got the inbuilt chaos conversion. Very interesting skill, that. Attack minion duration melee. Attack the enemy with a melee strike, applying a debuff for a short duration. If a non-unique enemy dies or affected by the debuff, the enemy's corpse will be consumed, and a Sentinel of Dominance with the same rarity and mod will be summoned. So it's going to be like a base mod type. Okay. Deals 140 base duration 1 second. Maximum of 9 summoned normal sentries, 3 summoned magic, 1 summoned rare. Terms of chance summon a normal sentence when you hit a unique. Oh, and you can even just spam it into bosses. That's really cool. I really like that. I really, really like that. Okay. So that's unannounced. So that's something new. That's something new. That's a new skull gem. That's a new skull gem. That's a new skull gem. And these are all new skull gems. Okay. Powerful new items. Ooh, I like the art on these. Path of Exile Dimension is not complete without powerful new items to discover. Delve includes 7 new div cards and 18 new unique items which have a focus on creating powerful new build opportunities. The Grey Spire Judgment Staff. Has no sockets. 30% increased global damage. 30% increased attack speed. 4% to all maximum resistances. Max Res is very powerful. It could be good just because of Max Res. Cerebus Limb Blood Scepter. Spell damage, cast speed. Spell damage leeches life if equip shield is at least 30% chance to block. That's really nice flavor. Plus to maximum any shield per armor on equip shield. Plus 2 armor per evasion on equip shield. Plus 2 evasion range per 5 max. Oh, I really like this. No, I really like that shield. Sorry, this scepter. Hasn't got attack speed though, so it's probably bad. But it has leech on it, and it has a lot of spell damage. And it has a good amount of cast speed. If they reworked movement skills, this could be really strong. Doriani's Maze Map, increase experience gain, found items have 10% chance to drop corrupted, unique boss is augmented by player choices. That sounds really sick. Primordial Chain Coral, you can summon up to 3 additional golems at a time. You cannot have non-golem minions. Goes with 83% increased movement speed. Oh shit. And obviously less size, less damage, less life. That's really cool. That's a really cool Ami. Nice little buff to all the golem duties. That seems really cool. Really, really cool. The golem speed is actually the main thing I see on there. The golem speed and the max, obviously. These are all really nice. I like these. Best for item. Yes. 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 Aspect of the spider chest, please. Reliquaries are back? In your travels across Raycast, you may very rarely discover a time-worn reliquary key. The skill open and pull to the time where reliquary contains 150 uniques from the past. Ooh. Wait, so this isn't like pre-nerf, this is just like previous leagues. That's cool. So it's not pre-nerf item, it's just league specific. And includes boss drops. That's really sick. Giving like Chayula items, getting spider items. Yeah, this fuck yes. I'm getting me aspect of the spider this league, boys. I couldn't get it in SSF Bestiary. Getting it this time. It's going to be awesome. Some dickhead's gonna get a headhunter. Supporter packs. Now I haven't got any money right now, so I can't afford supporter packs, so we can look at them. Stalker supporter. So you get Stalker wings. So it's like a cape with wings. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the weapon effect a lot. I really like the weapon effect. The wings. The weapon effect is really cool. The wings are cool when stationary. I just generally don't like how wings look in Path of Exile when you're moving, because they look a bit awkward. But for wings, I like them a lot. Like, I normally don't like wings, and I like these wings a lot. The weapon effect is really cool. Really, really cool. I like the set. I really like this this detail at the bottom here. Really clean, really clean. I wouldn't wear the wings, but I like the set a lot. Yeah. See, this is the way that I think GGG should go with their I also like the portrait frame actually. With their MTX. The set itself is really, really clean. And really like you can imagine it in PoE. It's not some stupid, glowing, obnoxious thing, right? It looks clean. It looks realistic for the world. It makes sense. And then if you want to be super flashy, you can use the weapon and the wings. I really like it. I really like it. And if you say it doesn't match at all, it does kind of match because it's like the colors of the like the gas mask thing sort of match the colors of the wing. But I really like that. I really like it. Forge. This is going to be the stupid, obnoxious one, isn't it? The weapons are cool. The pet. The pet is cool. I don't like large pets in PoE because they distract from your character. I would have this guy very happily walking around my hideout. I'd very happily like have a large pet in my hideout, but I generally don't like very large pets when I'm mapping because they distract me. But that would look cool in a hideout. The weapon effect looks very similar to, I think it's called the Subjugator weapon effect. I prefer the previous one, but that's pretty good. The weapon effect's kind of, ooh. Maybe that looks better in game. There, that looks very low res. Okay. It looks very low poly, but there are a few things that I need to say. One, they're showing it on a duelist, which is a massive mistake, because everything on duelist, everything makes duelist look like a fat boy. It's the way like his modeled. Also, his head looks massive. So if this was on like a ranger, I can imagine it looking really cool. Or maybe on like a witch without showing the helmet. I think on like this, I think this set might actually look really cool on like the skinnier classes. So like Ranger, Witch, Scion, Shadow. It might look a bit weird on Scion because she's so thick, but I can imagine it looking really good on like the Ranger, Shadow, and Witch. Probably hiding the helm. But it looks bad in video, but I imagine it could actually look really good in game. And the reason why I think it would look better on the slimmer classes is because it's such like a bulky set. If you put the really bulky set on a really bulky character, it looks too fucking bulky. Whereas if you put a bulky, it's like, okay, let me chat. Close your eyes. It's like when you see a fat dude wearing a really oversized jumper. It just makes him look like he's fat. Whereas if you see like a really skinny dude wear like a really oversized jumper, then it looks like a dude's wearing an oversized jumper. Do you know what I'm saying? But Duelist always makes the chest piece look like this. It always looks really rotund. But I can actually imagine this looking decent in game. So. They've updated the trailer, that's good. General thoughts. And did they fix the bestiary thing down here? Were they meant to be showing us bestiary? Yeah, they got rid of the random bestiary images, okay, because that confused the hell out of me. Go to the Ziggy gameplay video. Oh god. Okay, I'll watch the Ziggy gameplay video and then I'll give my review.
Afraid of the dark, Exile? You should be.
G'day, Ziggy D here. Grab your best monster-proof blankets and nightlights because for the next Path of Exile expansion, things are getting spooky.
No light could lift this dark veil. Until now.
It's a really small thing. I just want to pause it. I love the way that it leaves the little pegs behind when it lays the rope. It's really subtle, but I really like that as a like an art as from an artistic point of view. I really like that.
In the Delve League, we'll be venturing into Path of Exile's first infinite dungeon, the horror-filled Azurite Mine. Once exploited for its rich deposits of Azurite crystals, the mine has long since been abandoned. A hungering darkness flooded the mines that conventional light sources could not pierce. This darkness drains the life from its victims, claiming the original miners and any who dare enter it since. Precious Azurite and the ancient treasures in the
new aura, by the way, like Herald or something.
Depths all lay undisturbed and unclaimed. Until now. An inventor called Nico the Mad has created lights that can provide some small reprieve from the deadly darkness of the mine. His Voltaxic-powered crawler allows us to delve deep into the mine to explore levels and reach long-lost depths. In order to operate his contraption, you'll need to find sources of Voltaxic sulfite out in the world for Nico to mine. The more you help him gather, the deeper you can delve, and the greater the rewards and challenges you will face. While in the mine, stray not from the limited light, because the darkness will claim you quickly with a stacking damage over time effect.
So you need to find the like ore thing in the world, and then once you found enough ore, you can then go deeper into the mine. Is that how it works?
Seconds outside the light are enough to claim your life. Lurking in the dark are also monsters who thrive in its oppression, and they will seek to extinguish you. Fend them off while following the crawler as it moves to its next checkpoint. If you need to slow down, the crawler will slow down with you, or, if you are feeling bold, you can lead it ahead and it will speed up. The crawler will automatically pick up any items dropped near it for you to claim later, so you can simply focus on staying alive. At the end of each track, you will reach a checkpoint where you will encounter a final...
It did it. You see that? It picked it up then. He walked away and it went... Boop, it vacuumed it. That's really cool. It vacuuming all the loot. That's really cool.
Challenge and treasures in addition to any loot the crawler has picked up. After a checkpoint has been reached and a moment's safety gained, you can head back along the cable of lights the crawler has laid to explore if you desire. In the darkness, away from your pinpoint safety lights, lies hidden treasures just out of reach. You could foolishly dive into the darkness in pursuit of them, but much more wise is to use the limited voltaxic flares to create a temporary safe zone in the dark.
So this is going to be another league which really promotes zoom. It's going to be another clear speed league. Movement speed meta. Let's go, boys. It looks sick, but movement speed meta.
These have a limited timer on them, so you'll have to move fast and return to safety before they run out. Run out of flares away from the crawler or its cabling, and you may have to make a desperate final dash to safety. To the denizens of the dark, the light is abhorrent, and some of them will do whatever they can to see it extinguished. Some monsters may use tactics such as an EMP pulse to knock out the crawler's lights for a few seconds, a death sentence if you don't have some flares handy. And if you die, or are forced to portal to safety, that delve will be over, and you'll need to restart from the last checkpoint. I have also heard that there are many secrets in the depths of the Azurite mines. There is a large selection of different biomes to uncover, each with their own challenges and rewards. The mines run deep, and you may uncover ancient crypts, petrified forests, caves of lava and ice, and perhaps even the lairs of creatures that once invaded the surface of Baeclast. New monsters and bosses lurk in the depths, and perhaps other secrets that players may be able to uncover if they delve deep enough. During your delves, you'll be able to collect and bring the precious Azurite back to Nico. Nico can use this to upgrade the crawler with greater power to combat the dark, and with the ability to store more voltaxic sulfite for extended delves. You can also purchase and upgrade more flares or dynamite. The dynamite will allow you to break into sealed off areas. You'll need all the advantages you can get if you want to make it deeper and deeper in the mines. As I mentioned at the beginning, Delve's Azurite Mine is Path of Exile's first infinite dungeon. You can explore infinitely left and right as well as down. As you descend, the difficulty and reward of monsters increases to levels beyond that, even exceeding the highest tier maps found in the Atlas of Worlds. The mine even comes with a new leaderboard that will track the most successful players, those who have managed to delve the deepest. In my chat to Chris Wilson, lead designer of Grinding Gear Games, he mentioned how beyond the initial race to level 100 at the start of a new league, there was limited competitive PvE for players to engage in. Chris also mentioned that Challenge League longevity was a big focus here. He referenced Incursion by saying that though it was a highly successful league and had a well-received design, a few weeks in, players had seen and done everything the Temple and Incursions had to offer.
I'm not saying that I made a few videos about this very topic. People told me that I was, talking a bunch of nonsense. But once again, Tarke and Chris are on the same wavelength. Chris, Amazon Prime, by the way. Can't help but notice you haven't used it on my channel yet this month. Just saying.
The design of the Delve's infinite mine with a vast plethora of secrets to discover and infinite scaling will allow players to engage with new levels of challenge for their strongest characters, whilst also fostering competition amongst players. So what if you can speed clear tier 16 maps and face tank Uber Eldar? Can you delve into the darkest depths of the mine and tread where no other exile has ever been? Of course, no league mechanic is...
Thank you for the Amazon Primes, boys. A few things I just want to predict while I wait for this to sort of go away if we get back into the video. I'm really curious how they're going to do the Nico progression. If the Nico progression is per account or per character. I'm going to assume it's per character, because if it happens per account, then it could kill a lot of the early progression. So I'm really hoping it's per character, because if it's completely per account, then yeah, it'll just completely kind of kill it for the long term softcore boys. Thank you for the 3 months, and all the other Chicken Gamer, Low Bane, Dry, Horse, and Falcon. Very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Complete without a host of compelling rewards. Delve League features 18 new uniques, 9 of which are specific to the Azurite mines. The mine also brings with it new and powerful deterministic ways of crafting gear. Resonators are ancient versions of our current crafting orbs, such as alchemy and chaos resonators. They feature a ranging amount of sockets. Yup, socketed currency. You can play.
I think this stuff is really cool. I really like the way that you can self-collect. Thank you, Tom and Crum. Collect this stuff up. Again, SSF. I might even have to go SSF softcore for this infinitely scaling thing. Maybe be one of the 3 people who play SSF softcore. Try and get their name on the leaderboards. Playing some Mimi Corsica. I don't know why Corsica seems like a cool build.
Place fossils found within the different biomes of the mine into these sockets to alter their behavior. Fossils can add new modifiers as well as restricting certain modifiers from appearing. They can also bias the crafting towards specific themes. For example, you can use a jagged fossil to prevent chaos modifiers from appearing while giving more physical mods.
What about some, like, yeah, some super high regen Leech Slayer? I'm curious if they, like, I'm really curious how the darkness does its damage. I'm really curious how it does its damage. If it's going to be like something which it just keeps ramping. Like the dock will just ramp to eventually you just get screwed. But yeah, if you just did some like crazy leech regen Slayer, you could probably you know, survive for long enough that you could just like run through a bunch of it, and then whenever it starts to degen, you then just drop a flare to reset it all, maybe. Like because you could like leech is so strong. If you go like full leech investment, look at that sword. 10% chance to cast fire burst on hit. Fizz damage minions deal 93% damage, or as you cast grant. You can dual wield that as well. Fuck. That's really good.
This means that you're more likely to get physical modifiers, but you may also see new physical themed modifiers as well. This sword, for example, was crafted with a chaotic resonator with a minion fossil, a physical fossil, and a corrupted essence fossil to get physical attack stats as well as minion damage, an aura buff, and fire burst on hit. You'll be able to use the different combinations of fossils and different resonators to finely tune the items you craft, as well as crafting items never before seen in Path of Exile. And on top of this, the Delve League expansion is bringing more than just the Azerite mine to Path of Exile. Reliquary keys make a return, this time offering items from older leagues, yes, including Headhunter, though some changes have been made to the way the mechanic works. The keys are even more rare than before, but now have equally weighted chances of dropping each of the 151 uniques on offer.
More rare than before? No. Why more rare than before? They were already so rare. Why more rare than before? I mean, I guess we've had, like... I guess we've had more, like, clear speed. Equally weighted, by the way. So Headhunter's going to be as rare as Void Heart or something. Well, Void Heart's a bad example, that's a prophecy item. It's going to be as rare as a Quiver or something. How rare is more rare?
Chris Wilson says that every unique having an equal chance should make things more exciting each time you use one of these rare keys. The League also features some stunning new tech on the graphical front. Water now uses full physics simulation to be much more realistic, and lighting has seen a huge upgrade with the shadowed point lights technology. Everything that casts a light now does so in a realistic fashion, illuminating the environments with the colours of the light sources. I confirmed with Chris that this even includes all existing lighting created by any cosmetic effects as well, so all of our existing cosmetics are getting an upgrade. The footage shown here looks incredible in my opinion, and this update is perfectly matched to the darkness-themed League mechanic.
I was thinking the scorching rays in the trailers were looking a little bit extra sexy. I really hope this isn't tank FPS. That's cool. That's really cool.
Chris stated that this will be optional and will only have a marginal impact on frame rates for most setups, and that it's
I don't give a fuck, I'm using it anyway. It could hit me on like 2 FPS, I don't give a shit.
a static impact as well, which is important. That is, it won't get worse the more lighting effects there are. And last but certainly not least, this league will include 10 new or revamped skills and changes to the Guardian Ascendancy. 2 new skills can already be seen in this video. Toxic Rain, a new bow skill that rains spore pods that grasp at enemies with caustic vines, slowing them down and dealing chaos damage over time before exploding with additional chaos damage. The Smite skill, on the other hand, performs a melee attack that strikes nearby enemies with a bolt of lightning, while providing a lightning-themed buff for the player and their allies. This combines with new support from the Guardian and Templar passive trees for exiles that want to do battle alongside their minions.
Yeah, I like that.
A reworked Dominating Blow and further skill support for this archetype will also be featured for holy warriors that want to lead the charge with the support of their own personal army. The Delve expansion is certainly aiming big in terms of longevity and content, with plenty of support for new playstyles to boot. Over the coming weeks, I'll showcase more details of what the expansion has to offer, so keep an eye on this space. That's it for now, I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.
I'm liking it a lot. Ziggy, I'm just gonna throw out a little suggestion. Maybe send me a couple of them private YouTube links for me to enjoy off stream. Okay. Also, I realized that we cut him off on his outro a little bit. It's very important, everyone, to make sure you smash that subscribe button. Everyone, make sure you smash that subscribe button, and make sure to like the video. Dude, it looks really good though. It looks really good. It looks really good. It looks really good. Hit the bell. This one? You want me to post this one? I mean, to be fair, Ziggy only posts like 1 video a year, so okay, I'll